Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the small forward.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, here's Maxey. Bangs home the trifecta. Maxey's got the game going with his first points of the game for Philadelphia. And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer. Now, I just love how calm Quickley looked that time, draining that answer 3. No big deal.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with the Raptors head coach. I wondered what coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach joked, going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment, so Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Kevin?
Allie, thank you so much. And so here's Toronto. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George against Barnes. George in the post. Over Barnes. George, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the dunk by Barnes.
Wow, Barnes just slicing through the defense. That display of ball handling was impressive.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. George, that's a 2-pointer, and he hits the jumper for 2.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes can't nail the jumper.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And here's Maxey outside. It's rebounded by Quickley.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And here's Ingram from the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Well, he is such a unique player when we talk about Brandon Ingram. 6'8", an elite scorer. He can initiate offense with the pass. He just does a lot of different things to help you win.
And that one falls for Ingram. So here we are, Greg, for another clash between these two teams, the second in a row. We'll see many adjustments.
No question. They learned a lot about one another in that first game, and I expect they both fine-tune their approaches here tonight.
And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick, B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
And he nails the third. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by Quickley.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Ingram. He is a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Edgecombe. 6-point game. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
right back at you. Tyrese Maxey showing you his competitiveness.
Pass to Ingram. For the three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And Barnes got off the floor quickly, no doubt about that one.
Here's Maxey. 38 points for him last game against Toronto. Outside, George. Oubre sets the screen for George. Another three for Philadelphia.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Quickly the pass to Ingram. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
And that one falls for Ingram. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Both free throws good for Ingram. The 76ers trail by 4. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. The 76ers third.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Edgecombe with it. 17 points in his last outing. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And here's Maxey outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got his third assist on the night. And here is Quickley. A 20-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And he was relentless with his on-ball defense, managing to pick up 4 steals.
Now, here's Barrett. Over Edgecombe. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. '76ers trailing. Pass to Embiid and stolen by Barnes. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way.
And the thing I love about Barrett in watching him, he plays with toughness and determination.
Here's Edgecombe. Nothing on the board. The shot's good.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Back to Quickley. Quickly a screen on Oubre. And that one's good. Ingram.
Showing the deep shooting range. Ingram can do it all offensively.
Oubre outside. George sets a screen for Oubre. To the middle. He's looking for Embiid and finds him.
What a vicious throwdown. You get there late, you get your feelings hurt.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. And the Raptors with the ball. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Well, it's a good sign for a team to win when they're not at their best. That shows great resolve.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Oubre against Ingram. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Embiid. 11 feet away. Again, Philadelphia.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Here's Barnes. Over George. That's good from Barnes on the assist from Ingram. 6 points for Scottie Barnes. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Murray Boyle. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Shed. And it's off from three-point range. As the 25th pick back in the 21 draft, Tim, what's enabled Quentin Grimes to really break through here recently?
It's pretty simple, Kevin. It's opportunity. He finally got that chance to be able to be free offensively to show what his ceiling is. A much larger role offensively. Kind of reminds you of Jamal Murray a little bit, particularly now that he's got the green light.
So he's had the body, had the skills. It was just, as you're saying, the opportunity there to really capitalize.
Absolutely unencumbered on that end of the floor. It's amazing how guys can break through.
Here's Shed. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Down low, just 5 on the clock. Oh, and the jam by Poeltl.
Yeah, well, if you're looking for a pick-and-roll partner, Poeltl is a good man to call on.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
The most discouraging part about that loss is that they actually played very well. Man, that could be frustrating.
In the corner, Barrett with it. Pass to Poeltl. Here's Murray Boyle. Got a piece of it. Here's Walter. Still without a basket. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. Not going to go that time.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Barlow's shot is good.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. And it's Poeltl at the elbow. Outside, Barrett. Over to the left wing. Here's Shed. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Barnes, he's checked in for Poeltl. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Bounce pass from McCain. Here's Grimes. From outside, off the mark. The Raptors shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this match. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Grimes. Embiid with a screen on Barrett. Grimes with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Shed. He definitely had a good game in their win against the 76ers. Here's Murray Boyle. And again, Toronto no up. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
They've got R.J. Barrett. Walter out there with Scottie Barnes. And Murray Boyle's in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Wow, you can see the added strength for Barnes. It really helped him there.
In his relatively young career, Scottie Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
And that one misses. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, "It's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe." Back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Grimes. Raptors trail by 8. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Now, here's Barrett. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Now, once he takes flight, Barnes can really make some adjustments in the air.
Philadelphia's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Pass to Barlow. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Here's Murray Boyle. Embiid with the steal. McCain finds Grimes. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Shot clock at 6. Here's McCain. And Barnes sends it back. Pass to Shed. Toronto working the ball around now. It's Barrett on the wing. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Here's a look at some of the stats for him. Dick's checked in for Toronto. The 76ers also with a sub. Gordon's checked in. The 76ers leading by 8. Pass to Embiid. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Grimes. Kicked away. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. The coast-to-coast dunk.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Gordon, the pass to Barlow. Inside. It's stolen. Pass to Murray Boyle. Outside, Barrett. Here's Dick. He's guarded by Grimes. A three-pointer off the mark.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now McCain. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Barnes grabs the miss.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
Here's Walter. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Barnes screen on McCain. And the dunk by Barnes.
Tremendous read by Barrett. He recognized coming out of that pick and roll who had the better shot.
The 76ers leading by 4. Pass to Gordon. To the inside. Embiid inside. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Outside, Barrett. Here's Murray Boyle. Guarded by Embiid. Barnes sets a screen for Dick. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
And he's good on the first of 3. GA, you hear about 3-level scores. But is it just 3 levels?
A great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
And he makes all three.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Grimes passes to Embiid. Embiid showing his range right there.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Poeltl with the ball. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Pass to Quickley. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Dick, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Maxey against Quickley. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Well, that is some impressive body control right there on display by Maxey.
And the Raptors with the ball. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now here's Ingram. He's got 13. And here's George. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Oubre, no one around him. And the 76ers get it back. George passes to Maxey. Good D by Barnes.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Ingram played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ingram's got 15.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Grimes. Outside, George. Embiid the screen. And Paul George gets the three. He's got 8.
Well, the numbers don't lie. Paul George has been one of the most accurate three-point shooters of his generation.
Ingram against Oubre. Ingram outside. Jacks up a 3. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
It's tipped. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Joel Embiid. Averaging 23 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Oh, that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
Drummond's checked in for the 76ers. Edgecombe comes in for Quentin Grimes. Pass to Murray Boyle. Outside, Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And what awareness from Barrett. He knew he had all the time he needed.
And here's Maxey. Oubre outside. Launches a 3. Poked away. And they get it back. Maxey finds George. He can't get that one. And so quickly will bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 3. And Tim, an old school big man, Jakob Poeltl, still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player.
Now, here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. Here's George. The shot from the low post is good. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, Paul George has the ability to be physical as a wing, an important element in his game.
Toronto's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Pass to Murray Boyle. Now, here's Barrett. To the paint. Here's Poeltl. Oh, he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
Well, sometimes Poeltl goes over you, and sometimes he goes right through you.
And so here is Philadelphia. Oubre outside. Sinks the triple. Oubre's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And here is Ingram after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Quickley with a wide-open look. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 14 points.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Raptors trail by 4. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Ingram finds Quickley. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now Edgecombe. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Drummond sets the screen for Maxey. To the middle, just 5 to shoot. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Quickley kicks to Barrett. Back to Quickley. Poeltl sets the pick for Quickley. Over Maxey. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Quickley.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their scrimmage.
Now here's Ingram. He's guarded closely and stolen by Maxey. Oubre outside. Pass to George. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. On the team.
The previous play is under review.
Bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
You know, for Philadelphia, they've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
And now back to that first half. How about Tyrese Maxey? He was getting whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted it.
He's in the mood offensively, carving up the defense like Kenny carves up that tofurkey on Thanksgiving.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, that's like tofu and turkey mixed together. I can't lie, I get into that.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
The 76ers leading by 6. And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
Here's Edgecombe. Maxey on the wing. Oubre outside. Cranes the three-pointer. Oubre's got 6 points.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
To the inside. Here's Immanuel Quickley.
That's a nice look. The more you watch of Scottie Barnes, the more you appreciate his all-around game.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Embiid. Five on the clock. And here's George. No good on the 3. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Scottie Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys, back to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 16.
Well, you just marvel at Tyrese Maxey's talent. He can take over a game now anytime he wants.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Abaji. Here's Immanuel Quickley. Ingram outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Oubre. Count it. And the Philadelphia lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Ingram.
You can't play much better than this. That's 4 straight to start the half.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Barnes against George. Maxey kicks to George. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Over Maxey. Off the iron that time.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And that one's good, George.
Yeah, Paul George not content to just hang out on the perimeter. He attacked the lane right there.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
And the Raptors making a change here. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Philadelphia leading by 3. George dishes to Oubre. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Nobody near George. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th assist in this one. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Boyle. Ingram kicks to Quickley. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Quickley's got 11.
Lot of confidence that time by Quickley, showing you he can play off the ball as well.
Outside, Maxey. 76ers, another three.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Mercy, Scottie Barnes. That was nasty.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Edgecombe. Another three for Philadelphia.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 17. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Maxey against Quickley. Embiid with the screen on Quickley. Now here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Just 4 to shoot. Over Quickley. It's rebounded by Barrett. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Barnes. Again, Toronto.
And Barnes is starting to look so confident on these mid-range J's. It looks like he thinks he can score from there anytime he wants.
Now here is George. 17 points in the game. Pass to Oubre. Maxey with the screen on Ingram. Here's Oubre, and the jam by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
For Toronto, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package or he can pound it on your head. Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Now, here is George. 17 points in the game. No good there off the double clutch.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Pass to Boyle. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded by Grimes. Good work there as it goes. Ingram's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's solid defense. Ingram is just too long.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. Embiid with the screen on Barnes. Pass to Embiid. Uncovered. Again, Philadelphia.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Here's Boyle. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Poeltl with a screen on Oubre. Ingram kicks to Barnes. There's the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Right side, George. Back to Grimes. Embiid with the screen on Quickley. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot. Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And if you're going to foul Maxey, you better hit him. He is going to be able to make shots through contact.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes.
And this is where Poeltl has great value to his team. Offensive rebound. He's just hanging around the glass.
He had a nice open look right there. Grimes has got the lead up to 13 now for Philadelphia. And Toronto has possession. Outside, Barrett. Pass to Ingram. Down low. Here's Poeltl. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's McCain. Maxey, that's a two-pointer. Rebound by the Raptors. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Barrett. Ingram outside. Over Grimes. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Ingram.
And he's been scoring at all 3 levels for a long time, and he's been an absolute monster here tonight.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
And Toronto has possession. 76ers getting the bucket. Poeltl with a screen on Maxey. And the dunk by Poeltl.
A real challenge to guard in pick and rolls. Barrett's size and ability to distribute the rock is elite.
The 76ers leading by 9. McCain with the ball. Outside, Maxey. Now Grimes. 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. McCain's shot is off. Toronto's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Maxey. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's 45 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Rebound Andre Drummond. And Philadelphia has possession. Barlow passes to Maxey. Ingram with the steal. Barrett wide open. He fires. Oh, good with the triple. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. 9-point game. It's Grimes on the wing. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Now, here's Barrett. Takes the 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. Why even bring it inside when you've got him on the perimeter? After that quarter, his 3-point total stands at 6. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Poeltl. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Walter. And it's Shed in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And it's the 76ers with the ball after the miss from Jakob Poeltl. Here's McCain. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Jakob Poeltl. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And he can't get the first one. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down. And the physicality Embiid brings to the table is awfully difficult to match. He knows how to use that 7-foot frame.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second. Philadelphia leading by 9. Inside. Here's Grimes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's good from Grimes. All free throws good from Grimes. Toronto shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. And that one's good. Barnes.
Well, Barnes has caught a heater. And if his teammates are smart, they will keep finding him.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Barlow. Back to McCain. From past the arc, sinks the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 12.
Yeah, Jared McCain can really shoot it. I like how assertive he has become from deep.
Now, here's Barrett. He started close. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Here's Grimes after the Raptors pick up 2. There's the triple. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Barrett finds Poeltl. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Poeltl's got 10 points here in the second half.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Philadelphia leading by 8. Pass to Grimes. Three-pointer. Poeltl pulls it in. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. 2 points. That one goes. Barnes has got 24.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And Toronto making a change here. Ingram's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Maxey's checked in for Edwards. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Now here's Embiid. Clock at 6. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Poeltl. Raptors trail by 6. Ingram outside. Pass to Barrett. To the paint. He's looking for Poeltl and finds him. It's good. 16 points for Jakob Poeltl.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Maxey. And that time, also a missed shot. The Raptors have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded by Grimes. And that one's good. Ingram.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid from outside the arc. Little room from deep, but look at that. Embiid nailed it.
Well, that is classic Embiid. He shoots right over the top of the defense and looks comfortable doing it.
And it's Poeltl at the elbow. There's the drive, and he converts the layup. 18 points for Jakob Poeltl.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Now Embiid. Assertive move by Embiid.
Well, he's just an elite scorer. Embiid unstoppable.
Here's Walter. Down low, here's Poeltl, and he banks in the layup. Poeltl's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Now, here's Maxey. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded by Grimes. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. To the middle. Embiid powers it down.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Outside, Barrett. Maxey grabs the miss. Maxey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Barnes sends it back to the inside. The 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Poeltl's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Barrett against Maxey. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Barlow passes to Maxey. over Barrett. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Now here's Ingram. Five on the clock. Fires from the wing. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Maxey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 76ers with another miss.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Barrett the pass to Barnes. To the paint. Here's Poeltl. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 8th assist in the game.
And he is one cool customer, guys, isn't he? Every possession magnified down the stretch, but he's been ready with only 1 miss against his 6 mates.
Here's McCain. Maxey on the wing. McCain sets a screen for Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Launches it. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Barnes.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
McCain with the ball. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Barlow. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Embiid is owning the offensive glass right now, using his size to dominate inside.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Here's Abaji. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after the Raptors pick up 2. 6 on the shot clock. Joel Embiid, he got it right before the clock ran out.
The moment is never too big for Embiid. He wanted the ball on that possession, and he delivered.
And here is Ingram to tie it up. And down goes the 3.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
Now Embiid puts up the 3. It's good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Ingram. Oubre with the rebound. There's 1:40 left in the 4th. Now Maxey. George sets a screen for Embiid. Jacks up a 3. Quickly pulls it down. Raptors trail by 3. Paul George with the steal. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
Well, that's just a veteran understanding how to play. Paul George knowing exactly where to go with the ball.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And he hits that one to go.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Now here's Embiid. down the three.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside Oubre. And now we've got the intentional foul. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And they double up Maxey. From outside, Barnes rips down the rebound.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer. I love that confidence. Quickley knew he wanted that shot, and he knocked it down.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Adding these extra points is a huge difference this late in the game.
Now Quickley. And he does not hit. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Raptors call time here. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Trailing here by 8. No good. Now Maxey. Stolen by Quickley. So the 76ers win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this win up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. For